The ENTJ personality type is one of the 16 Myers-Briggs personality types, based on Carl Jung's theory on personality types. The Myers-Briggs Personality Indicator explains why people behave differently, why some individuals share preferences, inclinations, and fears, while others are the complete opposite. The ENTJ acronym is derived from the 4 cognitive psychological functions that define this type: extroverted E, intuitive N, thinking T, and judging J. In essence, these people love spending time with other people and discussing meaningful topics. They usually have big ideas that put them into action and are never afraid to take the initiative. Due to their natural leadership features and high organizational and analytical skills, the ENTJ personality type goes by the name of commander. These people are charismatic, self-confident leaders that have outstanding willpower to transform their ideas into realities. The MBTI tests reveal that no matter how subtly different, all ENTJs share some traits that differentiate them from the crowd. So, let's take a look at the 10 key traits of the ENTJ personality type. Number 1. Natural-born leaders. Think of commanders in the army. Just think of what they have to do. They make strategies, develop plans, analyze the situation from the present perspective, and act upon their insights, while at the same time trying to reach the goal. Well, that's what the real-life commander personality type does. Helped by an abundance of charisma and social skills, these people can lead masses for a designated cause. ENTJ are inspirational challenge overcomers, sweet talkers with solid grounds for persuasion and dedication. However, in their determination to see things moving, ENTJ might become impatient and intolerant of other people's thoughts. They rarely rely on other people when important things are at stake, which paints a picture of arrogance and even ruthlessness. Tip: if you have a point but you lack the skills to persuade others, find an ENTJ, they will do the job for you. Number 2. Efficient and energetic motivators. ENTJ are not just managers who direct rules or regulations. These are people of action. They are driven by the idea of accomplishing the goal efficiently and timely. Not rarely will they raise the bar of expectations, but they won't make it look like a burden someone needs to carry. Rather, ENTJ will spread the spirit of success upon everyone involved with or around them. They will convey their ideas to others and make them see the big picture as closely as they see it. And they won't stop encouraging others and themselves until they reach the goal. Yet ENTJ should be aware that not everyone is as efficient as they are, and other people need more time to think or act upon ideas. Dismissing others based on the claim that they are incapable won't bring commanders anything good. Plus, others might take ENTJ genuine words of encouragement with a grain of salt, as not many people are capable of approaching matters with a straight emotions-deprived point of view. Tip: trust those words of encouragement ENTJ say. They mean it. Number 3. Hardworking, never-resting workaholics. It would be too simple to name ENTJ workaholics, as they are way beyond that. Okay, it is an undeniable fact that ENTJ enjoys working, but what matters is how, when, and under which conditions they are the most effective. As ENTJ are challenge-driven, they find the greatest pleasure when developing, analyzing, and working on their own ideas or projects. They need to have things under control and are personally involved in something from conception to the maturity stage. There's nothing that can stop the ambitious ENTJ from being 100% dedicated to the work they do in such circumstances. For ENTJ, time is irrelevant and means nothing. It is the job completion that matters. Tip: never undermine the ENTJ dedication to having the job done. Number 4. Self-confident, charismatic achievers. The assurance that they know what they are doing has always been the winning card for the ENTJ. This self-confidence originates from their analytical mind capable of processing and wiring the information they get into a meaningful whole. The high self-esteem ENTJ possesses, accompanied by their inborn charisma and charm, speaks assurance and is confidence-inspiring. On the flip side, though, commanders might exert dominance and desire to control everything around them, which could quickly get them into conflicts. If they become obsessed with their achievements, it could pump up their ego and make them egocentric. ENTJ could appear dominant and even arrogant, but they always have an ace under their sleeve. Number 5. Strategic thinkers. In their overly analytical minds, everything is connected and has a meaning, so ENTJ observes things from their essence and puts them into systems, patterns, and clusters. This helps them create a logical flow and develop a strategy to reach their goals. Commanders often have an alternative plan in case things don't work out the way they should. ENTJ seem to know all the main roads, but shortcuts are not excluded when they know where they are headed. They are good at assessing other people, and most of them know who deserves their trust and who they are dealing with. Tip: if you need an explanation of how to get from A and B to Z, ask an ENTJ. They must have all figured it out before anyone else. Number 6. No low-energy complaints. It appears that the more ENTJ work, the more energy they have, as if they become charged by the workload they have. Well, that's not far from the truth, as ENTJ prioritize their job above everything, and you'll hardly ever hear them complain about the difficult job they have. Commanders despise laziness, procrastination, and inefficiency, and they deal with it once they notice even traces of it. They might appear harsh and even insensitive, but usually don't accept excuses and will make sure everyone around them understands that. Tip: don't start a job with an ENTJ unless you are ready to become 100% involved in it. Number 7. As hard as nails. While being insensitive and cold-hearted is usually a positive feature for generating more income or running a business in corporate settings, it is on the opposite end in other daily life aspects. With a dominant thinking trait, ENTJ will never prioritize anyone's emotions, nor will they consider decisions based on sentiments. This also means that, unfortunately, they won't be able to sense others' feelings and show compassion. In business circles, they tend to approach things with common sense and rationality, and those who prioritize emotions might see them as incredibly cruel. Tip: when trying to get something from an ENTJ, never play the emotion card. Honesty and common sense will open the gates. Number 8. Knowledge seekers. It is not a weakness not to know. It is a weakness not to try and learn it. That's the basic ENTJ motto when they deal with unfamiliar concepts or tasks. When asked to do a job that they have never tried before or have insufficient knowledge, ENTJ would spend hours, days, weeks, or months to master it completely and meet, or better, exceed, the expectations. The phrases like "I can't," "I don't know," "that's impossible," or "I won't be able" are merely absent from the ENTJ vocabulary. Diving deep into the unknown motivates commanders, and they will show utmost discipline while acquiring the new skills. Eventually, they will perform the task or the skill as well as any other skill they possess. Tip: don't expect that an ENTJ will simply give up, as they never do. Number 9. Emotionally inexpressive even in relationships. Not that ENTJ are incapable of having emotions, showing love, or compassion. They just approach and sense feelings differently. For ENTJ, feelings are just an unnecessary burden that excuses no action or decision. When they do like somebody, though, they are straightforward and open and approach dating like everything else in their life, strategically and methodically. Since commanders possess irresistible charisma and attraction, they will most definitely leave an impression. Their refined taste of luxury and hedonism will be their way of showing interest and affection. While they might never openly express their feelings, expensive gifts, surprise trips, and engaging, intimate moments will be proof that ENTJ has feelings for the specific person they are with. Tip: if you are in a relationship with an ENTJ, focus on how he or she spends the time with you. Romantic dinners, exciting adventures, and engaging conversations are always a sign of interest. Number 10. Dominant visionaries. ENTJ don't go the standard routes if they could think of new, breakthrough ways that speak progress and benefit. It is not uncommon for ENTJ to think outside the box and show awe-inspiring persistence when facing obstacles that others consider unsurmountable. However, when carried away with their ideas and inspiration, ENTJ can fiercely confront anyone who stands in their way. They rarely let others point to other possibilities and consider themselves to be above everyone else. Tip: trust ENTJ, as their intuitive nature helps them get beyond the facts and have a more in-depth insight into the circumstances.